Good afternoon, and we're back in Newcastle, and today I'm going to tell you about New Bridge Street Station, although it became better known as Manors Station. It's probably the first railway station of Newcastle. So let's begin. Manors Railway Station is one of Newcastle's oldest surviving railway sites, with a history tied closely to the growth of the city's rail network and industrial expansion of Tyneside. The first railway station at Manors was built by Newcastle and North Shields Railway in 1839 as a temporary terminus on the edge of Newcastle. At the time, Newcastle Central Station did not yet exist. The station stood near what is now Trafalgar Street and helped connect Newcastle with North Shields and the coast. When Newcastle and Berwick Railway extended the line into the new Central Station, the original Manors terminus became redundant and was replaced in 1850 by a through station built above Trafalgar Street, which you can see just down the line there. The two platforms still exist. In the late 19th century, the East Coast Main Line through Newcastle was widened from 2 tracks to 4 to increasing traffic. Each extra platforms were added to Manor in 1887. A major change came in 1909 when the former Blythe and Tyne Railway terminus at New Bridge Street closed and its routes was connected into Manors, thus creating a new interchange. The original station, which we're looking at now, was now called Manors East, and the new adjoining section became Manors North, which is that platform that you can see that's left over there. It's slightly overgrown, but it's still there. And together they formed a sprawling 9-platform complex serving coastal loop electric trains, suburban services, routes to Blythe, Morpeth and Newbiggin, and freight and industrial traffic. At its peak, Manors was effectively Newcastle's main suburban station. From the early 1900s, the lines through Manors were electrified from North Tyneside suburban services. Nearby Manors Power Station, which is roughly where that building is now, was supplied electricity to the Newcastle tram system, helped encourage railway electrification in the area. The station became known for dense commuter traffic and complicated junctions controlled by several signal boxes. After nationalisation and rising car ownership, many local railway services declined. Passenger routes to Blythe and Newbiggin closed in the 1960s during the Beeching era cuts. The Beeching era cuts were a series of radical reforms aimed at restructuring the British railway system in the 1960s, and it was led by a Dr. Richard Beecham. The separate Manor North and Manor East names were officially dropped in 1969, but by then the station's importance had already faded. Most of the old station closed in 1978 during the construction of the Tyne and Wear Metro. The Metro reused part of the old railway corridors, but bypassed much of the original Manors complex. Huge sections of the station were demolished, leaving only the 2 mainline platforms. The present-day station reopened in 1982 in a much reduced form. Today it is a small, lightly used stop on the East Coast Main Line, mainly served by northern trains towards Morpeth and Ashton. Well, like I say, even now there's still traces of larger Victorian station that survives. Old overgrown abandoned platforms, old retaining walls and bridges, which you can see just behind there, fragments of subway access if you look down there and down Trafalgar Street, and track alignments from former suburban network. Many local rail enthusiasts consider it one of Newcastle's most atmospheric rail remnants. The station briefly appeared in the 1971 Get Carter film with Michael Caine. There's a surprising amount of old Manors complex that can still be spotted around the Manors Station if you know where to look. There's 5 in remnants are scattered between the modern station and Trafalgar Street. You'll probably see it better on the approaches from the Tyne Valley and East Coast main routes. As you can see, that's the old track platform of the Manors Northern Station. You'll see some circle things in the middle as where the metal canopy went up. I'll see if I can put some photos of it. I think I'll find some online. And there's part of a bridge that's left to it. This is all done before the central motorway cut through it. I think just over that way where the central car park was a goods yard. Clock cupola survives to this day. It is now in South Shields as a feature of the Rattler pub. Here's Marsden. And even got little things on the fence. Well, I hope you'll enjoy this little walk around Manors Station. If you have, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, give this video the thumbs up, and hit that notification bell for future videos. And if you really like it, give it a hype. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.